Fight song.
Yes.
I wonder whose that is.
Well, we'll find out next week, but you have to make your guess today.
Okay, this is going to be your poll question. What's this?
Yes. Fight song.
Fight song? I don't know.
It's going to be one of the teams that we talk about.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Welcome to Picks from Pressbox, week
13.
14.
14? Okay. week
Rivalry
14.
edition.
All right.
Rivalry special.
A big one, and we're coming from,
Canyon Creek Country Club.
yeah, we're sitting next to the tennis courts and the
Golf
course. And before this big week of football, we just thought we'd do something different, go outside, and I already played my 18 holes and had one birdie, and it was a beautiful day in Dallas.
Yep.
So, let's get on with it. Any games you want to talk about? Oh, let's see. How did we do last week there, Bubba?
Well, we both went 8-2.
8-2.
Hey, but you can't blame me for picking all the same ones. I picked
Okay.
two different.
So that means our spread is the same. I'm 2 ahead
Yeah,
of you, right?
you're two ahead. I don't know. I was gonna say I'm 92-38, and you're 94-36.
Okay, so I'm 2 ahead. We're going into the big rivalry week.
Yes.
What games do you want to talk about from last week?
Ohio State scare.
It wasn't a scare.
They pulled away a little, but
Well, they almost gave the game away to
That's
them,
my point.
and they made it
A
too
scare.
close with all their fumbles. But they outplayed them, outgained them, did everything they needed to do to win the game, and they were the much better team by far. And I got a box of cookies coming,
yes,
right?
because I said that they were gonna win.
Boy,
by
I can't
19
wait.
and
I
a
think I
half.
want to either the peanut butter or the chocolate.
Whatever.
So, anything else about that game surprise you? What about
Chase
the
Young
defense?
coming back. He played stellar, 3 sacks.
Yeah, he was spectacular, as was most of the defense.
Yes, the Ohio State defense played very well.
And that big star wide receiver didn't do much for Penn State. And
They passed it to the tight end a lot.
yeah, it was obvious they liked the matchup with the tight end against the linebacker,
They got it a few times and they didn't get it a few
but
times.
no big plays.
No. All right.
So
Uh,
we're number 2.
Oregon losing.
Yeah, I saw some of that game, and that quarterback, what's his name?
Justin Herbert.
He looked bad, less than average. He threw a couple picks that either the wide receivers ran the wrong routes,
Bad communication.
but Oregon did not look like a great team by
They
any
did not
means.
look like the number 6 team in the country.
No. So,
And with that, they got a loss.
okay, and one more game you want to talk about?
Did Georgia look good against A&M? Did Georgia look good enough for even if they lose in the SEC championship?
Quit the speculation. Are they a good team against A&M?
Their defense is good. They have the problem with Georgia is they have parts of the team that are really, really good, and they have parts of the team that
Yeah.
are really, really bad.
So, are they a top 4 team? Yes or no?
When they play like they did against Notre Dame, yes. But when they play like they did against South Carolina through like 4 interceptions,
As
2
of right
fumbles.
now, are they a top 4 team? Answer the question. Come on.
No.
Okay, I agree.
But then again, I don't know who to put in front of them.
That's a second question. But
All right, well,
yeah, they look pretty average to me for most of the game. A&M's a decent team, but nothing spectacular.
they just have A&M has
So-
a really rough schedule this year.
And the CBS broadcast was typically
God.
poor as always. All right, let's move on.
So time to get into the picks.
All
And
right.
we are going to do something a little different this week. We have the logos for each team.
And we're going to pick them with the logos, right?
Yes, we are going to pick them with the logos.
Okay, even though the wind's blowing a little out here,
Yeah.
we'll have some technical difficulties, but let's get going. Who's the first game?
All right. the ACC, the Virginia Bowl. Virginia Tech travels to Virginia. And
Yep.
Who are you picking?
I am going to take, and this is Uncle Tom's bowl game from Virginia. I'm going to take the Hokies.
Yes, I'm going to take Vol-Tech also. I think Vol-Tech, with this win, somehow, some way, they're going to make it to the Orange Bowl.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. Big 12, the Battle of Bedlam.
Yeah, whatever that is.
OU travels to Okie Light.
Yep, who you taking?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
I'm going to take the upset here. I'm going to take Okie Light.
So am I.
Oh, you are?
I'm going to take the upset this week.
You did it upside down.
Oh, I can't throw it back. It's the same. So,
But, wow.
yeah, I've got the upset pick there too.
Dang, I really need you to not pick my upsets.
Okay, well, let's see who you pick on the next one.
All right, fine.
Because this is
The game in the Big Ten.
in the country.
And in the country.
Yes,
The Big
so-
Ten game. The Buckeyes of Ohio State travel to Ann Arbor.
In Ann Arbor for the big game. And the Buckeyes against the school that thinks they're so entitled to everything except
Yeah.
beating Ohio State
Yeah.
in football. So who you picking? You want to go first? You want me to?
I'm going to take the number 2 team in the country, and I'm going to go with Ohio State. I just think they're too strong.
Okay. Even after last week and 4 fumbles?
Yeah, there was only 2.
All right.
3, but
Well, I
Still.
remember the 1968-69 game when they were number 1 after 22 games of straight victories, going to Ann Arbor and getting upset. Biggest upset I can remember.
your point.
I'm taking Michigan to upset them at home.
Wow, you're losing that one.
Okay.
The Apple Cup, Washington State travels to Washington. Who you got?
That's easy. I'll take the mad coach, the Pirate, to win.
You're taking Washington State?
Yeah.
Washington State has not been playing very well.
I like
Give
the way
me-
they throw the ball all
Give
over
me
the place.
the Huskies.
You really?
I think Washington's the better team. They're favored.
Okay.
So
well,
you're taking the upset.
I'm taking another upset.
The Iron Bowl, Alabama versus Auburn.
Backup quarterback
Backup quarterback versus freshman quarterback.
and good old Alabama scheduled another patsy, another scrimmage before this game.
I mean, so did Auburn.
That's terrible. That makes me want to throw up. So who you taking?
I think Alabama's better, even they don't have Tua. I still think that they're one of the best 5 teams in the country, and Auburn is not. So I think Bama gets the job done.
I'm taking Auburn for another upset. How about that, sports fans?
Technical difficulties. The wind is not in our favor.
Okay,
The
what's
producer
next?
is gonna give me my sheet back.
Thank you, producer.
Thank you for.
Uh,
I got this one.
all right. Let's go.
All right.
We're running out of time.
South Carolina. Clemson versus South Carolina.
Oh, this is easy. Clemson, another practice game.
Clemson wins, but I do think that South Carolina keeps it close.
And who cares? All right.
Okay. Big 12 lightning round.
Big 12 lightning round.
Iowa State versus K-State.
Another who cares game. I'm taking Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State's the better team.
Okay.
Although K-State did have a good first year with
Now the
their
next
new
the,
head coach.
the next one's an important game
Yeah, this is a very important game.
because what does it mean?
It decides the winner of the Big Ten West.
To go to Indianapolis
Yes.
and face.
Ohio State.
Okay, so who's playing?
Wisconsin
Yeah.
travels to Minneapolis to play the Golden Gophers.
And who are you picking?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. I am taking Minnesota. I'm just not impressed with Wisconsin's offense. Too limited. Great running back. no passing attack. Who you taking?
I'm gonna take Minnesota just because of the home field advantage.
Okay.
If it was in Wisconsin, Wisconsin would win big.
Okay, we're getting down to the end.
I'm taking Minnesota. Big game in the American Conference. Cincinnati travels to Tennessee, Graceland, Memphis.
Memphis. I've been there. I was at Graceland just a couple months ago.
And you saw the Ducks.
And we saw the Ducks in the Peabody Hotel.
Yes, all
So
right.
who you taking?
As much as I'd like to take Cincinnati, give me Memphis.
Me too. I'm taking Memphis in this game also.
I would love to take Cincinnati because as an Ohio State fan, it makes them look a whole lot better, but
All right.
Memphis is just better.
Last game. Hurry up. Running out of time.
A&M, the decent A&M up and down season, travels to Death Valley to face on Joe Burrow and the boys.
So you're going to take...
LSU.
You're not going to take A&M? Too much power, too much offense.
They're looking ahead to Georgia,
So,
and they cruise by A&M.
all right. So we both pick LSU, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, that wraps it up.
Poll question.
Which was last
The-
week's.
Well, last week's was we both said Ohio State has
Had
the
the-
roughest schedule going ahead,
And Clemson had the easiest by
and
far.
Clemson had the easiest,
I
but
still think that's the case.
probably. But for now,
For next week is whose fight song was played
today
on the intro,
And-
and it's one of these teams that we talked about.
it's either A, Cincinnati, B, Virginia Tech, C, sorry, I'm not prepared, Okie Light, or D, Wisconsin.
Okay.
One of those.
I think everyone knows what On Wisconsin sounds like, though. All
I
right.
don't.
Let's go to the practice range and hit some golf balls.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. See you next week. Enjoy rivalry week. Bye, everybody. Send in some comments.